Hello students, how are you? Today we are going to study the chapter The Tiger King. The chapter is written by Kalki. In today's chapter, we will cover many topics. You will be introduced to the topic, to the story. We will discuss themes, characters. We will also read about the summary of the chapter and we will try to answer some of the questions. The Tiger King is a satire on the conceit of those in power. Now, what is satire? Satire is a literary technique used by writers to expose and criticize foolishness and corruption of an individual or a society. In satire, writers use humor, irony, ridicule, or exaggeration. What is conceit? Conceit means excessive pride in oneself. Those people who are in power, the rulers, the kings, the emperors, they have excessive pride. In this story, Kalki writes about an Indian king who resolves to kill 100 tigers in order to disprove the prophecy of an astrologer. He wants to prove the astrologer wrong. The story is a fusion of humor and irony. The arrogance of the Tiger King takes him on a path of destruction. He abuses his power, he abuses his position to achieve his target of killing 100 tigers. Now, who was Kalki? Ramaswamy Iyer Krishnamurthy, better known by his pen name Kalki, was a Tamil writer, critic, and a freedom fighter. The Tiger King. This chapter deals with various themes. The first theme is arrogance and whimsical nature of the rulers. It is a satire on the whimsical nature of the ruling class. The Tiger King was an arrogant ruler. Instead of governing his kingdom, he went on a mindless tiger hunt. The second theme is subjecting innocent animals to the cruelty of human beings. Killing of tigers for fulfilling his whims and fancies by the Maharaja was morally wrong. His hunting spree led to the extinction of tigers in his kingdom. Then the third theme is sycophancy of the Maharaja's minions. The subordinates of the ruthless and whimsical Maharaja dared not go against him. They were afraid of him. They created a web of lies, greed, and fear, which ultimately resulted in destruction. Now, let us talk about the characters of the story. The main character is the Maharaja. Jilani Jang Bahadur is the Maharaja of Pratibandpuram. He is a man of indomitable courage. He is nicknamed the Tiger King for his relentless tiger hunt. The king is a whimsical and arrogant autocrat. The second character, a major character, is the Diwan. The chief minister of the Tiger King is a comic character. He is afraid of the king and helps him in his plan to kill 100 tigers. The Diwan arranges the king's marriage and also plants an old tiger for the Maharaja to hunt. Then there is one more character, quite important, the chief astrologer. He makes the prediction or prophecy that the 100th tiger would become the cause of the Maharaja's death. The story is of Maharaja Jilani Jang Bahadur of Pratibandpuram, who became known as the Tiger King. According to a rumor rife in Pratibandpuram, 10 days after the birth of Prince Jilani Jung Jung Bahadur, the state astrologers predicted that one day the prince would die. A miracle took place when the 10-day-old prince spoke clearly and asked an intelligent question. And what was the question? He asked about the manner of his death. The chief astrologer said that as the prince was born in the time of the bull, and the tiger and the bull are enemies, the king would be killed by a tiger. So, this chapter starts with a prophecy and a miracle. Then it moves to the upbringing of the crown prince. Crown Prince Jung Jung Bahadur was brought up in the same way as the crown princes of Indian states in those days. He was brought up by an English nanny, tutored in English by an Englishman, watched English films, and drank the milk of an English cow. Now, Kalki writes about this upbringing to inject a touch of humor. At the age of 20, he became the king of Partibandpuram. Check the spelling. He killed his first tiger and showed it to the chief astrologer. The astrologer became incoherent when the king challenged his prophecy and said that the king could kill 99 tigers, but he would have to be careful of the 100th tiger. Now, this is a new addition to the prophecy. So, he asked the king to be careful of the 100th tiger. So, the Maharaja started on a tiger hunt. To prove the prophecy wrong, the king banned the killing of tigers in Partibandpuram by anyone else, except the king himself. There were many dangers and obstacles. The Tiger King was able to kill 70 tigers in the next 10 years. There is an incident when a high ranking British official, Durai, wanted to hunt tigers in the forests of Partibandpuram. The Maharaja refused permission. He didn't even allow him to get his photograph clicked with a dead tiger. The Maharaja knew that the angry British official could cause the loss of his throne, so he decided to pacify the officer. He sent 50 diamond rings brought from Calcutta to the British officer's wife Duraisani, thinking that she would keep one or two rings. But the lady was smart. She kept all 50 of them. The Maharaja lost 3 lakh of rupees but managed to retain his kingdom. After killing 70 tigers in 10 years, the tiger population in Pratibandpuram became extinct. The Maharaja called his Diwan and asked him to find a princess from a state with a large tiger population. The Diwan followed his orders, and the Tiger King got married to a princess whose father's kingdom had a large population of tigers. Maharaja Jung Jung Bahadur killed 5 or 6 tigers each time he visited his father in law. In this way, he killed 99 tigers. One tiger was still left to be killed, but by this time, the tigers in his father in law's kingdom were all dead. So the tigers became extinct in Partibandpuram as well as in his father in law's kingdom. The Maharaja turned gloomy as he could not find the last tiger. But soon there was news about a tiger hiding in a hillside village of Pratibandpuram where sheep had started to disappear. The Maharaja announced a tax exemption for the village, but when after days of camping in the village, the tiger wasn't found, the Maharaja became angry. He became furious and obstinate and doubled the land tax. The Diwan decided to save himself and others from the fury of the Maharaja and showed an old and weak tiger, which he had earlier brought from the People's Park in Madras and kept hidden in his home. He carried the tiger in his car and left it in the forest where the Maharaja was hunting. The old tiger, the tiger which was brought by the Diwan, wandered into the Maharaja's path. The Maharaja shot at the tiger and the tiger fell in a crumpled heap. The Maharaja was filled with boundless joy. He did not realize that the bullet had missed the tiger. He was not even able to hit that tiger. The tiger had merely fainted at the sound of the bullet whizzing past. He asked the hunters to bring the tiger in a procession to the capital city. The Maharaja left the forest, ignorant that he had not been able to kill the 100th tiger. The hunters discovered that the tiger was alive, but afraid of losing their jobs, one of the hunters killed the tiger. They decided not to tell the Maharaja. So Maharaja remained ignorant. He thought that he had killed 100 tigers. Now comes the final part of the chapter, Death of the Tiger King. The Maharaja thought that he had killed 100 tigers and had proved the astrologer's prophecy wrong. He decided to turn his attention to things he had previously ignored. On his son's third birthday, he gifted him a wooden toy tiger. The tiger was made by an unskilled carpenter, and tiny slivers stood up like quills all over it. While playing with the toy tiger, one of the slivers pierced the Maharaja's right hand, causing an infection. It developed into a festering sore which spread all over his arm. The Maharaja was operated upon, but he died during the surgery. In this way, the 100th tiger took its final revenge upon the Tiger King. And the prophecy of the astrologer, it came true. If you are asked about the irony of Maharaja's death, you will write about this situation that a brave king, a king with indomitable courage, he died because of a tiny wooden toy tiger. What is irony? Irony is a figure of speech in which words are used in such a way that their intended meaning is different from the actual meaning of the words. Then there is situational irony. Irony may also be a situation that ends up in quite a different way than what is generally anticipated. Like at the beginning of the story, we thought that the Maharaja, who was so brave that sometimes he fought with tigers barehanded and killed them, such a brave tiger king, he died because of a wooden toy tiger. So that's the irony. Now, some questions and answers. Who was the Tiger King? Why was he named so? Maharaja Jilani Jung Jung Bahadur of Pratibandpuram was called the Tiger King. He was named so because he had killed 99 tigers to prove the prediction of the state astrologer wrong. Second question. Which great miracle took place when Jung Jung Bahadur was 10 days old? When Jung Jung Bahadur was 10 days old, he spoke clearly and asked intelligent questions from the astrologers. He asked about the manner of his death. This was the great miracle which took place when the crown prince was still an infant. What was the prophecy of the state astrologer? The chief astrologer predicted that the death of the Maharaja would come from a tiger, as he was born in the time of the bull, and the tiger and the bull are enemies. The 100th tiger would cause his death. Next, what is called a celebration time for all the tigers inhabiting Pratibandpuram? To achieve his target of hunting 100 tigers and prove the prediction of chief astrologer wrong, tiger hunting for everyone except the Maharaja was banned in Pratibandpuram. Kalki sarcastically calls the proclamation order banning tiger hunting as celebration time for all the tigers inhabiting Pratibandpuram. How was the crown prince brought up? Crown Prince Jung Jung Bahadur was brought up in the same way as the crown princes of Indian states in those days. He was brought up by an English nanny, tutored in English by an Englishman, watched English films, and drank the milk of an English cow. Next, which unforeseen hurdle, obstacle, brought the Maharaja's mission to a standstill? After hunting 70 tigers, the tiger population became extinct in the forest of Pratibandpuram. This unforeseen hurdle brought the Maharaja's mission to a standstill. Why did the Maharaja decide to get married? When the tiger population became extinct in the forests of Pratibandpuram, the Maharaja called his Diwan and told him to find a princess from a state with a large tiger population. He wanted to get married only to achieve his target of killing 100 tigers and prove the prophecy of astrologer wrong. When did the Maharaja decide to double the land tax of a village? Next question. The Maharaja turned furious, turned angry, when he wasn't able to find the 100 tiger near the hillside village, even after staying there for days to hunt it. In anger, he ordered the Diwan to double the land tax of the village. How and why did the Diwan arrange an old tiger for the Maharaja to hunt? When the Maharaja wasn't able to find the 100 tiger, he fired many officers in anger. The Diwan became afraid of losing his job too. To save his job, he decided to give up the old tiger he had kept hidden in his house. He had brought it from the People's Park in Madras. With the help of his old wife, the poor tiger was pushed into a car and carried to the forest where the Maharaja was camping. Next, what did the hunters do when they found the last tiger alive? The old tiger brought by the Diwan had fainted from shock when the Maharaja's bullet whizzed past it. The Maharaja left thinking that he had killed it. When the hunters found it alive, they decided not to tell the Maharaja as they were afraid of losing their jobs. One of the hunters shot the tiger dead. How did the Tiger King die? On his son's third birthday, the Maharaja gifted him a wooden toy tiger which was made by an unskilled carpenter. Tiny slivers stood up like quills all over the toy tiger. While playing with the toy tiger, one of the slivers pierced the Maharaja's right hand, causing an infection. It developed into a festering sore which spread all over his arm. The Maharaja was operated upon, but he died during the surgery. Those were short answered questions. Now, long answered, you have to answer in 120 to 150 words. Okay, students, that's the end of the lesson. If you have any question, go ahead, ask in the comment box below. Keep learning, stay healthy. Thank you.